right, we are Where to Wheel out here bringing you trails close to home. All right, we are Where to Wheel out here bringing you trails close to home. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe on our YouTube channel. If you like this type of content and want to support local trails here in
right here, there's some switchback turns with some pretty steep berms. A lot of people like to get some high speed and you actually utilize the berms there. I'm going to actually take you guys around that berm so you see kind of the flow of that track before we head off into the woods.
...1983 Bronco, originally out of Texas. Bought it when it was completely stock on 31s, the whole nine.
No problem for the 38s. Okay, here we have Sean in a diesel swapped Bronco on 38s going through the quicksand mud pit. Nice, no problem at all.
No over under here.
I know, too easy. So this is your Bronco right here?
Yeah, 1983 Bronco, actually originally out of Texas.
Okay.
Bought it when it was completely stock on 31s, the whole nine.
Yeah, 1983 you said, yes?
Yep.
Okay, and what motor came in it?
So it originally came with a 351 and a C6 transmission.
Yep.
That one was down with 2 cylinders when I bought it. I actually ripped another 351 and C6 out of another Bronco, slapped that in, ran it for about 5-6 years.
Oh, okay.
But my ultimate goal has always been to diesel swap this thing.
Was there a lot of, so yeah, Chris, if you want to come in a little closer with the camera, tell us a little bit about the diesel motor you put in this thing, because I only know about the gas motors that were in the Broncos.
No, you're totally fine. So this is a 7.3 IDI of a 1988 F-250. I actually bought it here locally. I've always wanted to swap in an easy swap diesel. I thought about Cummins, but I was trying to keep this on a budget, so I picked this whole motor up for about $1,000. I just got the mounting plates basically, but this thing, since it came in a Ford frame, just dropped right in. And the nice thing about this motor is it's just like a 12 valve. I have about 4 wires to run the entire motor.
That's wild.
So it's very simple. It's way overbuilt motor, so I don't have to worry about throwing a rod or anything like that. It's a 1,000,000-mile motor. So
naturally aspirated?
Yeah, right now it's naturally aspirated. It eventually get a sidewinder turbo, add another about 80, 100 horsepower or so. Okay. But it's a trail rig. I'm not looking to do 80 down the highway.
Right, yeah, you don't need 500 horsepower. All right, we've covered the motor. Now, when you did the diesel swap, were you able to just put diesel in the current gas tank, or did you have to get a new gas tank?
Nope, so I actually am running the stock same tank. Okay. I cleared the lines. I ran my own return line back. Okay. But I'm still running the same Bronco gas tank. Again, with this, it's actually really a multi-fuel motor. So, I mean, you can't run straight gas in it, but having a mixture of gas in there, mixing oil, mixing anything else in there, these things are tanks.
Wow. Huh. I see you have LED headlights. That's a nice upgrade.
Yeah, so they're just like those military style ones that you see on like the Humvees and whatnot, and they actually, fantastic night and day difference on the road.
So you got electric radiator fans. That's nothing crazy. As we move down the front of the Bronco, I'm now looking at the front suspension and drivetrain. All right, so we've taken the TTB axle out and swap that for a solid axle. What axle is this?
So these are Super Duty axles of a 1999 F-250. It's actually just a Dana 50 front and then a 10.5 rear.
Okay.
It's 373 gearing, open diff front and rear right now. But as you saw earlier, it really had no problem on those tracks.
Yeah, you went straight through the mud pit. I am surprised, the 373 gearing, I mean, it looks like it has plenty of torque, so that must be the diesel that's contributing towards that.
Yeah, really the only time I put this in low is just when we did the bouldering field over here.
All right, we've got Sean in his big lifted mud bogging Ford Bronco coming to do the rock garden. Now we're going to come over here to the stair climb. He's going to give that an attempt. He has not tried it yet, so we're not entirely sure he's going to make it. Oh. No, he's got a part of his bumper is stuck, caught on the concrete. If he hits it at an angle, it probably... David's moving a rock so he can get a little more clearance. The bracket for his leaf spring was hitting the top of the... Yeah, same, no, he's up. All right, nice. That thing is a big old beast. Wow. Wow. That looks nuts. So he doesn't have locking differentials. We think he's gonna have a lot of trouble on this off camber. He's gonna have to give it some gnarly wheel speed if he's gonna do it. I don't know. Definitely stuffing his front wheel here. Wow. It's raining mud on me. Oh! Dang. Shoot. Is he abandoning or is he going to goose it? This rear wheel here is getting air. There we go. Had to find the right line. Look at that.
Everything else I was running in 4 high or 2 high.
Nice.
So yeah, it definitely has the torque even on the 38s that it's on currently.
All right, well, let's walk over. Do you want to show us anything in the cab?
So I actually, the same F-250 I ripped the motor and stuff out of.
Yeah,
I ripped
Chris,
the
yeah,
bench
pivot
seat
around.
and stuff out as well. I pulled out the rear bench because it's just me and my wife.
Okay.
So it gives us a lot more room to store stuff in the back. Got some gauges, the radio doesn't work, so I replaced that with gauges and whatnot.
Those old school gauges look so cool.
And then yeah, I got my switch panel right above it. I'll be putting in some more lights and stuff in here eventually, but just keeping it nice, clean, old school. I ripped out all the flooring, put in rubber flooring.
Nice.
Just so it's nice and easy to wash out and clean too.
Does the electric rear window still work, the roll down rear window? That was
Yep.
always one of my favorite features of the Bronco.
Yep, so
clearly
I
it
actually
does.
already rolled it down from inside, but yeah.
Oh, it is nice and clean back here.
I mean, I got a little bit of garbage back here just from water and stuff today, but I put it in a toolbox just to, if I take the top off, I have a way to lock everything up. But otherwise, trailing and whatnot, I could throw a spare tire, whatever I need back here.
Yeah,
But I do plan on keeping it simple.
I always loved how much space you have back in the back of the Bronco. It's basically a pickup truck, like you said, once you take the rear bench out. All right, should we close that up?
Yeah.
All right, anything worth talking about back here?
So
You said that's the Super Duty axle. You said a 10.5 or 10 1/4?
yeah, it's 10.5. I will be redoing the blocks. They are a little janky right now.
That's all
I
right.
pretty much had to kind of hodgepodge a couple of blocks together to get a high enough pinion angle that the Bronco would like. But I will be redoing them. I actually got parts coming in for this week to do that. These bumpers are actually off of a 78 F-250.
Oh, really?
And so I welded on front and rear, but they actually fit the frame pretty well.
Yeah, no, they look great on it. All right, and then next question. Did you have fun today?
I had an absolute blast out here. The whole reason why I wanted to come out and do this is I haven't had a chance to test out any of these parts since I've done the swap. And honestly, being able to do the boulder fields, do the lakes, do the crisscross, trails, all that kind of gave me a good idea of what trails I might be expecting out here in Virginia.
Yep.
Originally being from Texas, it's a lot more wide open.
Totally
it was
different
pretty
landscape.
tight in there for a full body. But as you see, I don't really have any trail damage or anything coming out of it. So
Yeah,
I'm pretty happy about that.
Bronco's it's been a Virginia favorite for a long time. I had a 93 Bronco for a while until the frame rusted through. That was up on 40-inch Super Swampers. So, all right, after wheeling it today, are there any mods that you, that you think you could use after wheeling it?
Definitely. Eventually, I want to do a Dana 60 front because there's a lot more aftermarket for that.
Right,
Once I do that, I'm going to go to probably a 455 gearing. This 373 is pretty tall.
Yeah. Are you going to go lockers when you go?
Yeah, probably. Okay. I'm still debating on if I want to go air lockers or just full locker in the rear or something like that.
I'd recommend air lockers when or if you do full lockers, definitely don't do up front because I had a spool. So after I tore the gears out of my front axle, drag racing on Corova Beach, yeah, fun stuff. But then I put in a full spool up front and it made driving it miserable. Like to turn, there was no turning.
Yeah, no, and that's the thing. And plus, unless you really beef up that front end, you're going to start ripping U-joints and all that. So I do kind of want to keep it open, or if I do put a locker, it'd definitely be an air locker up front.
Yeah, I had ARB air lockers on my Bronco.
But no, that's fantastic. I would love to see your Bronco if you got pictures of it.
Yeah, we'll pull those up in a minute. Maybe we'll put them up on the YouTube video, Chris. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, thanks for coming out to Ryan's Ranch.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you for having me.
Of course, yeah. Everybody at home, please like and subscribe so we can keep on producing this off-road content. And also, if you want to come wheeling with us, if you're in the 757 or Southeast Virginia, go to w2wparks.com and get yourself a ticket.
I don't know if we got it on camera at all, but somehow this Bronco found a way to get super muddy. Looks good though. And there's Jimmy going through the mud. He always loves coming out here. This is his 3rd or 4th time. Just about every event since the first one he came to, I think. It's like the Ford day. We didn't plan on that, but I'm glad to see it.